surprises Verhuver with an early push with Spearman. I don't know, man. For me, at this moment, is too open. The match is too open.
Is something not, is it not connecting? It might not be connecting, actually. Um, yeah, Recon, great game, great game. Yeah, it's not connecting here. I'm in one of those, Flavio, I'm going to try to see if it works without you.
Okay, okay,
Uh, and then I'll share my screen in Discord.
okay.
Okay, Verhuver, Zerton, equal footing. Team 1, Team 2, again. Should work. Launching quest mission. Okay. Let me share my screen with you. Here we go. Let me know if you're good. You can see. Zerton versus Verhuver. Egypt versus Egypt. Make sure all these hunts are good. Hoover's got one. I don't think. I'm not sure if Zerton actually has 2 hunts here. We'll see. We'll see if he wants to restart here. There's a second one over here, not over here. Seems fine. Not saying anything yet. Oh, what the?
Oh, that was weird.
Okay. Okay, so let's get the discussions underway. Both players choosing to. This is the first time we've actually seen this. The non-barracks opening. Zerton choosing to empower the storehouse instead of empowering his town center. Going to age 2 super quickly. Verhuver also empowering the storehouse, but a different storehouse. This is the one. He's gathering wood and food from this, so slightly better. So in this map, like, seems like both of them are gonna go for the value bet. I love it. Seems like they're both gonna go for quick early town center, which is good. But what do you think they're gonna follow up into?
I think honestly, I think that Zerton um, has a has a build here, has a timing in Age 2. He knows his units are cheap, fast training, and you can have a huge number of axemen in Age 2 with some support of Priestess of Ra. So I think that he have a build here to execute. I don't know about Verhuver. I don't know, but I expect that he had some kind of a plan.
Well, this is
But from I
to your,
expect a build or being well organized.
yeah, and to your point, like, this is excellent by Verhuver. 3 minutes, 20 seconds, just about as fast as you can get it in a standard game. Verhuver lacking a little bit, gathered a bit more gold than required. And I think that's a factor of the fact of where the Priestess of Ra was empowering. Initially, it was empowering on that hunt, and maybe just didn't need those units. So Zerton getting up his second town center extremely quickly, even empowering it. And this is excellent, actually. So both players are about to be housed, but Verhuver doesn't look like he's making his second house, and he's going to be housed until he gets up his second town center. So that'll stop his villager production for a little bit. Excellent position on the town center, though.
Yeah, really good. Pretty good.
Like, worst comes to worst, you can put a market all the way in the back of this base, if like as a last resort. And if not, you can put a market down here and get a nice trade over here with nothing impeding it.
His side of the map is really easy to all in the locations you just pointed in the map. Excellent to all of.
Yeah, exactly. There's no back entrance here. Quick wall here. Quick wall. You probably keep your army in the middle here, but then another quick wall over here, and yeah, really, really excellent and easy locations to wall. Versus Zerton has a much wider area that it needs to defend. Ooh, I initially thought that they were going to go for standard Axeman versus Axeman. Whoever gets to age 3 first wins, kind of a shindig. But looks like it's instead going to be camels versus camels. Whoever gets to age 3 first wins, but with camels. So, and I think Verhuver scouted that. Yes, he did. Great scouting by Verhuver. So he knew what to put down before he actually put it down.
This is the second stable for him, right?
No, that's the first, right? Oh, this is the second. Yes,
no,
yes. Good catch.
Verhuver.
Oh, Verhuver? No. This is his... This is the second stable. Yeah, you're right. Good catch. There are 2 stables here, so both players are mirroring each other. Mirroring each other almost exactly. See the villagers 30 to the 27. Verhuver slightly behind on villagers then. And I think that was due to that fact that he was housed early on. Let's see here. Zerton versus Verhuver, the Pharaohs. It's 89% for Zerton to the 11% of Verhuver. Like this from Zerton, gathering out into the map, and Verhuver's doing the exact same thing. He is, again, not producing villagers from both of his town centers. So the villager lead is going to grow 30 to 36. Zerton in the lead.
Yeah, I'm interested to see when these players starts raiding.
No, yeah, agreed. And I think Zerton should be doing that fairly soon, right?
Who starts raiding will put your opponent in defense. Because if you leave your base, you'll be raided with a lot of camels. So I'm interested to see that. Who's going to be raid first?
And I think we have our answer very shortly. Great watch post by Zerton. Look at the pop difference though. 56 to 87. Zerton is on his game. He likes to play defensive, which is good, and Verhuver is, being a nuisance about over here with some of these camels and actually getting some spearmen.
Oh,
interesting
excellent
choice. It makes sense. Like, if he knows he can't compete 1-for-1 with Zerton's camels. I think like that's all the camels Verhuver has, right? Except for 3, 4 over here. So he really can't afford to lose these guys. 106 in 8 minutes. That is insane. I expect a massive timing push by Zerton right into the base of Verhuver. Mixing in an armory. Excellent by Zerton. And yeah, it looks like Verhuver's running back, knowing that he can't face these 20 camels. Awesome gear, by the way. Oh. All Verhuver's units are going to run away with their camel tail tucked between their legs. Coming on the other side to raid. 127 pop, 51 villagers to 90 and 45.
This production for Zerton is insane.
Yeah, just on fire. Using all of his available resources really, really well. And this is it. He's moving across the map with all these units. Verhuver, what does he have to defend this? Couple spearmen, 6 spearmen, and 10 and 10 camels. That's not going to be enough. Zerton got some really good map vision going on. Like storehouse is here. Well, I don't know what's going on here, but
if you see the map, see all those spots.
Oh, look at this! From one side he's raiding, and in the middle, right here, he was about to push in. So. Excellent job by Zerton. He's now asserted complete map control. Spearmen are good against cavalry, but 27. Yeah, not that good. Exactly.
Man.
See this? He's pushing him back with these 8 spearmen. Spearman champion, might I add. I'm so sorry. And it looks like these villagers are about to be... And Zerton. Watch post here, storehouse here, unit here, watch post here, watch post here, watch post here. He knows everything that's going on.
He can see almost the entire map. This is insane, man.
Let's look at Zerton POV. That is insane. Well done by Zerton.
Almost 160 pops in 11 minutes.
Yep, and that's like pre-raids. And he has armory upgrades as well. He got melee upgrades, and now he's getting scale mail. And boom, pushing into the base of Verhuver. These are one of those games where you say to yourself, like, I don't know how he got so many units. You know, you see, like, how was that possible? How did he get that many units?
Yeah. This is the kind of game that I would like to have the point of view of the player. Since we don't have the replay system, I would like to have I would like to watch the point of view of the player, because this is insane, man. How can he make so many units in 11 minutes?
Yeah, it looks like Verhuver is really struggling for food right now. Like he's only gathering from these farms in his base, and although Zerton has farms of his own, he has been able to spread out across the map, get berries across the map, get a couple other forward foods.
H3 Camel Champion?
H3 Camel Champion, that's...
Wow.
He is
insane.
He is on top of his game. I expect big things from him. Ferris with a GG. Damn. I think he's playing super safe right now. I'm not quite sure why. Verhuver trying to wall up. He's going to get...
Maybe he doesn't know the advantage he has, but if he looks the score, is really expressive.
Yep.
Yeah, GG.
GG.
Oh.
GG to both players. Yeah, that was just... That's like, how did he do it? How did he... Villagers trained So it looked like he was slightly ahead on villagers the entire time, and that's because, in part due to the fact that he had his town center up way before Verhuver, but just incredible. 18,000 to 20,000, such a short game. Like, hold on. All right, what map?
I don't know, man. Maybe Verhuver got nervous here because I know that he can play much better.
Yes, Verhuver can play much better. I expect him in this next map to hopefully take a map. Okay. Okay, another mirror. This is going to be good. So we got another Arabia game. We got another Arabia game. Can you still see my screen, by the way, Flavio? Everything good?
Come again?
Can you still see my screen? Everything's good with that?
Everything good.
Okay. Let's invite our players. Arabia. Let's change this to this. Score. We got one. We're on game 2 right now. Okay, Verhuver and Zerton both joined the party. Verhuver is going to be 1 and Zerton's going to be 2. All right, let's begin this game.
Okay, last time someone picked Arabia was Recon, and he made an excellent build for that map.
You're absolutely correct.
2, 3, and mounted archers. I just want to see what Verhuver is going to do in this map.
Verhuver going straight for berries, despite actually having a really good hunt. Zerton, on the other hand, deciding that hippos are the way to go, and I can't argue with that. Each of them has 500 food. Oh. A little bit of miss micro there. Gathering off of this far wood. Could he potentially be going for a fast barracks instead?
That would surprise Verhuver a lot here.
Yes, indeed it would, because Verhuver is just spending his time focusing on his own plateau, and he is going for a barracks, taking a page out of Erie's book.
Whoa,
Arabia is not safe. What is going on? I thought we all had a truce. Like, we all agreed that Arabia means no barracks. When did that change? Somehow on equal footing, no barracks. Now on Arabia, Zerton's like, okay, barracks all the way.
Yeah, but here we have maybe a mind game interesting. If Zerton thinks that Verhuver chooses Arabia, so that would mean, okay, let's go for a macro game, and then Verhuver surprises Zerton. Maybe this barracks is just a defensive measure for him. Because I didn't see anyone doing this in a tournament yet, choosing one map to make your opponent expect a macro game, and then you go aggressive with one barracks,
So
which is not the case in this one.
so I
But
would
maybe Zerton, right?
that's a good idea. I would agree with that. But I don't think that I don't think that's the case. Like if Zerton was just going to use this to if he expected like a Spiral Bar rush and it was using it as defense, he wouldn't continue to produce from it. This is going to be ineffective, right? Like as long as Verhuver plays his cards smart, he'll have enough stone to make a second town center in his base that truthfully these three Spiral Bar are not going to do anything against, even four coming
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
And
exactly.
now because of those Spiral Bar like was housed for a second there, so wasn't making any villagers. Um, let's see, 12 villagers to the 14 of Zerton. Actually, Verhuver dropping villagers because he went to age 2 faster. Doing
If
unexpected is always the game plan. Agreed.
I like that idea, I agree with that. Uh, if Verhuver can build his second town center safe here without being sniped by these
I was gonna say, where's his? He has enough. He has enough food. He has enough.
I
He's
don't
dropping
understand.
villagers, but he has enough of everything to make a town center. He is making one over there. Zerton sees it, so he's gonna go attack. But
I don't think he
Verhoover's
has
economy is
enough.
all out of whack right now. Actually, those are all of his villagers. All 14 of his villagers are making the second town center. I guess he just really wasn't expecting that push from Zerton, and it's throwing him off. He might lose one villager. Yeah,
Okay, good micro with the villagers. Good, good. Didn't lost one single villager and killed two.
but now he's out. He
Maybe
has no how. He has no food. Like he put down all of his villagers there just to make sure that he can make the town center without it getting sniped by Zerton. But now that he has no food, like he he's now going to be struggling to put up a defense.
Ahura Master bless you.
Gospel Junkie, thank you for the follow. Zerton, in the meantime, his economy is looking in tip-top shape. Just got enough stone. He's about to make enough wood, and by the time he gets to the place that he wants to build his second town center, he should be good to go. There's 5 spiral bar here, another 4 over here. So Zerton's keeping him in his base, making sure that nothing unexpected happens, and getting up his own second town center. Let's see, 18 villagers to the 20 of Verhuver. So this is good. He hasn't done any damage with these Sparabara, or not enough to actually matter, and he is now 2 villagers ahead. This is the power of Sparabara. This Pierce armor is just so strong, and not only that, they're beefy units, 240 health, so they can just chill under this town center fire. I like this from Verhuver. I thought he was microing his things. Excellent stables by Verhuver. So you're Verhuver. You went a bit greedy. Oh, but now you're making these stables, which is good, and you should be able to make Asabaras and the rest of it, and you should be able to stabilize really well. What as Zern, Flavio, what are you doing here? Do you want to go all stables as well, as most players usually do? Do you want to do counter, like what he's actually doing? Like, what's the play? What's the play of the game?
I think that in this situation, Verhoover is under a lot of pressure because he lost the first game, and the way he lost the first game is more impactful than the loss itself because
Mm.
he was outplayed in the most high level. He was way behind. So that is something to consider here. So Zerton have way more experience than him. He is in the winner's position. So if he makes the same units, I believe he can be more effective raiding with Azabaras than concerning about counter units or something like that.
And that's actually a really
Yeah,
good point.
Verhuver needs to do something here that works, and Zerton just needs to defend, attack when possible because he has the advantage here.
Yep.
So the pressure is more on Verhuver than with Zerton.
Yeah. Ferros makes a good point in the chat, and like this is another one of the traps that players can fall into. Like you think Arabia, super big map, um, really effective for raiding, and you need the speed of the cavalry to really dart in and out of your opponent's base and make an impact. Um, but and this look at this, look at this amazing vision. But what actually happens is like if you only build stables, you don't have the ability to like build something like a spearman to counter your opponent's units. And Zerton being able to actually make these units is like these 6 spearmen are going to be detrimental to whatever Verhuver plans to do with these Asabaras. And he just doesn't have enough to do anything with them. Looks like
And
Verhuver's
now
trying to...
he to defend against Zerton's Azabara with Azabaras, which is a waste of time. He should defend with Spearmans and use his Azabaras to raid.
Yeah, so he looks like he's just putting down a barracks right now, continuing to make houses, but yeah, he doesn't have the pop. This is the same story as last game, where unfortunately he's dropping a little bit of villagers, and these units that he's making, these Chad Spearmen are gonna can hold their own very much so against these Asabara.
If he can survive this next phase of the game with some mounted archers here, he can give Zerton a hard time here.
Oh, look at these forward storehouses from Verhuver. One excellent thing to note as a helpful tip, you can actually, before they're built, right click your units and heal with them. So you don't actually need to build your full storehouse for it to be effective, although you do need the 50 wood still. Yeah, it looks like Verhuver might have thought that Zerton was going to go for a lot more Asabara than he has. And he is going lots of Asabara, but these 6 spearmen are enough to really hamper what any of the plays that Verhuver would have made with these Asabara. Wow, excellent. Splitting his units up really well. The Sparabara protecting like future berries. Another Sparabara protecting future berries. These Asabara protecting this hunt down here. Another Asabara on these Sparabara on these berries. So wow, really good map vision by Zerton. That's something that I'm picking up from this game right now. I need to do better on my map vision. Oh, and look at this. One flank. 2 flanks coming in, but unable to really do anything. And Verhuver does have some spearmen here. So this Asabara count should be pretty ineffective. I like this by Verhuver, by Zerton, leaving his spearmen there while getting out of there with the Asabara. Verhuver, though,
And
struggling.
and that's not the situation. If he can make more mounted archers, this is going to be huge for him, but he needs to macro better because his macro is not good. At least until this moment,
Ahura Mazda
he can't
bless
keep
you.
up with Zerton macro. Just check the population.
Yeah, 49 to the 62 of Zerton. Zerton like doesn't miss a beat. That's just something that I've been noticing. One of the things I will say is like, you know, in Arabia, you usually think that your plateau is a safe space for you, but in fact, like if Zerton keeps this vision, right, you're not able to go on your second gold. You're not able to do. Oh, this is a fight happening here. I don't think Verhuver can take this. Yeah, he needs
He
to
shouldn't be. Yeah,
Asabar do good damage against these mounted archers, and he needs as many mounted archers as possible to help counter these Asabara. Certain go to H3,
but
getting shield rim, which is going to help.
yeah, and Zerton now in age three. I don't think that Verhoover can survive much longer.
No,
So we can expect GG in the next 5 minutes or a little bit less because he can't keep up with these macros.
well, let's see, right? Like it depends on how much space um, Zerton gives him. So far, he hasn't been giving him much space, and to
Uh,
be fair, like the army composition, 14 Asabara and maybe a couple more over here, versus like Verhuver's army composition is better, right? Like you have 13 mounted archers which can kite for days and days. Um, as long as he pays attention, stop. Verhuver, Verhuver,
whoa,
stop.
whoa,
There we go, there we go. Okay,
okay.
you should be able to clean this up like fairly easily. Um, yeah, there you go. But he's running out of
And
gold,
this could
right? Like, I think he ran
back
out
to
of
the
the gold
game.
in his base. Oh, he's losing more villagers. 62 to the 71. Um, and there, here we go. On the other side of the map. He's continuing to push in.
Yeah, GG,
And
and
that's a
that was
GG.
rough.
Wow. Zerton on his game. GG. Amazing. Amazing play by Zerton there. Wow. Age 3, super well done. Let's look at the villagers here. Villagers trained. Verhuver was keeping up initially. Or not villagers trained, current villager population. Yeah, Verhuver was actually doing really well when he got up his second town center. Uh, he had a point in the game where he was being super greedy, and that was really really good. But what happened was, and Pharaoh's called it, he didn't have enough food to make Asabara and 2 villagers at the same time, and then Zerton, just being the monster that he is, protecting like every different food resource available, didn't make Verhuver's life any easier. So well played by both players, but really really good job by Zerton there.
Yeah, one bad decision I think Verhoover made in the early game was to bring all his units to build that town center, the second town center, that location. He just could build next to his first town center, play safe, and keep villager production and collecting food, but he stopped completely collecting food. And this kind of play against a player like Zerton that macro like a monster, man, this is really hard to come back.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Like I think he made the choices that I would have made. Obviously, like the nerves are something that both players I'm sure are facing, but Verhuver even more so. So it's just something that Verhuver soon hopefully will overcome.
and this is good. This experience for him playing with great players we have, and this is good because for the next tournaments he will be more relaxed and be able to show his potential. Because today I don't think he played what I already saw he playing.
Yeah,
After
Verhuver's
all,
a much better player than how he played today, so that's unfortunate. Okay, we potentially have one more game that we can play, Poseidon versus Recon. Are any of those players here? Recon. Yeah, Zerton. Verhuver played well, but like, I'm not gonna discount how well you played either, right? Like you were on top of your game, macro like an absolute beast. So had vision across the map. So well done, Zerton as well. Let's see. Recon. So for tomorrow, I would be. Okay, guys. So I think that's it. Let's quickly review. Let's review the bracket here. So Zerton took it 2-0 against Verhuver, and he's going into the semifinals. He's going to be facing Carnage or Striker in the semifinals, best of 5. Those should be fantastic games. Erie beat Poseidon. Poseidon won the first game in a Celt v Celt mirror, which was insane. And then somehow Erie, Comeback King, won it, took the series. And then Greeky are the one David to the Goliath of Recon, took it in a grueling 53-minute match, and is going to be facing Erie versus Greeky, which in the next round. So that should be also a super exciting match. And in the losers bracket, Poseidon is facing off against Recon in a best of 3 on Savannah to start off with, and Verhuver is going to be facing either Carnage or Striker, whoever loses that match. So tomorrow we'll be having those games, or some of those games. So make sure to tune in. Same thing tomorrow. I think you're going to be casting, which should be fun. Or PF2K, or we'll see. But I'll be tuning in. I'll be sure to watch. So thanks guys for enjoying the stream and supporting Project Celeste. Flavio, any last words?
Man, I came for good games and I had a lot of them, so I'm happy. I saw good games.
Well
Excellent. Excellent. Really good.
Awesome. So thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday, however much you have left. It's 3 o'clock here. And hey, Hunter. It's 3 o'clock here, so I have lots of time for the rest of my day. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.